And for more on MK party members being sworn in next week, we're now joined by its spokesperson, Nhlamulo Ndhlela, and he joins us now via our telephone line. Nhlamulo, thank you so much for your time this evening here in SABC News. I mean, we understand now that your members will be sworn in on Tuesday. Initially, they were meant to be sworn in with all other MPs, but that's an attendance that you didn't attend at Parliament last week. One would ask, why the change of heart?
Well, it's not a matter of a change of heart. We've rejected the results of the IEC, and we still stand firmly there. We enhanced the court case with the electoral court. We've also submitted the evidence accordingly, and we'll await the outcome of that process. But we cannot forget that we've been mandated by our people, the people that voted for Nhlamulo Ndhlela, to govern, and that's what we have to do. Even though, we will attend the swearing in and, be sworn in as members of Parliament. It will be under protest. We've stated categorically that we will deal with the issues inside of Parliament and we'll deal with the same issues outside of Parliament. So it's a concurrent approach and nothing else besides that.
And one would say, if we are now seeing that you are agreeing to have your members sworn in Parliament, are you conceding to the results, even though we know that, you have taken the IEC to the Electoral Court over the finalization of the results of the 2024 elections?
Well, how can taking the IEC to the Electoral Court be seen as conceding when we actually have a mandate and obligation? I mean, that's an oxymoron, would you say so? That's the whole point of taking the IEC on regarding the declaration of the results that we believe are a farce. Total sham, rigged election. But, like we say, we have a constitutional responsibility to the people that voted us in to ensure that we represent them in Parliament and deal with the issues that they want us to raise in Parliament, and hence we're being sworn in. So what could be difficult to understand there?
Looking at, some of the members you have now selected, we saw your statement coming out that, of course, Dr. John Hlophe will now serve as your parliamentary head. And we understand that there's also some changes that you have made. Maybe just give us a bit of an insight there when it comes to who else can we expect to be sworn in for the MK party to be represented in Parliament?
Well, yes, Dr. Hlophe is going to be representing us as the party leader. He comes with a wealth of experience. He has handled various Parliament cases. He has a lot of insights in Parliament. But I think also, in as much as people like to refer to the so-called impeachment, remember that the impeachment was a political decision. It was the ANC and the DA voting for him to be impeached. Now, who better than a person who understands the law, understands the Constitution, understands the inner workings of Parliament, and understands the political position of this new so-called GNU coalition that is represented by a racist, by the way, to deal with them accordingly. So he is the best suited candidate to deal with them politically, legally, and otherwise.
And when it comes to other members who have now been added onto your list, who else can we expect?
Well, you just have to wait 48 hours, that's all, to see who that is. And we're going to be sworn in, and it's going to be in public.
And as we await the announcement of this new cabinet under the GNU, I mean, you had strict regulations for the ANC when it came to your negotiations to be part of the GNU. And of course, one of those was that you don't want to see President Cyril Ramaphosa elected as president. What would it take for you to still join the GNU, or is it completely off the cards?
But what could be progressive about joining the GNU? There is no government of national unity here. What this is just a perpetuation of what happened in 1910 when this country was referred to as the Union of South Africa. The ANC has literally taken us back to those days of apartheid and even worse. So we cannot participate in an alliance or some sort of moonshot pact. They should call it for what it is. This is a moonshot pact that the ANC has joined. The ANC has joined a moonshot pact of individuals like Nhlamulo Ndhlela who's going to control them. And it's so sad to see that the mighty ANC is now led by squirmers, because that's exactly what it is. People that have forgotten and don't have a conscience in terms of what they need to do to emancipate the people of this country. When all they should be doing is sitting across the table and getting rid of their liability in the form of Cyril Ramaphosa, which has shown them that he's a liability, and that's why they're sitting at 40%, and engaging with the other spears in the form of the EFF and the MK. There should be a spear formation here. And that alone will give us a two-thirds in order for us to change this constitution, in order for us to nationalize the Reserve Bank, in order for us to nationalize the mines, and emancipate the black child organically. But the ANC is clearly, like we've always said, of Ramaphosa, is bought. So we want to engage with the true ANC, not the ANC of Ramaphosa. Because the ANC of Ramaphosa is a perpetuation of poverty and a facilitation of continuous white control. And that's what it is of this economy. It cannot be.
And Nhlamulo, going back to your court action against the IEC and the declaration of the 2024 results of the elections, and one would ask, I mean, we know that the IEC has been ordered to submit their affidavits on Tuesday this coming week. And what makes you think that, the MK party's submissions or this court action will be successful at the electoral court to overturn the results?
Well, you've seen we've had cases that we've lodged with the electoral court. Did we come out successful? Yes. We'll ask the exact same question that you're asking me right now. What makes us think that, we will come out successful? And again, I'll give you the same response. We are confident, we know what we're doing, and we have to surface these issues. The way that the IEC dealt with these elections was totally flawed. Totally flawed. These elections were rigged. We know that there's enough evidence to point to that. And in effect, there's not the outcome thereof, as declared by them, are not a true reflection of the will of the people.
All right,
nothing better than that to say.
All right, Nhlamulo, thank you so much for your time this evening here in SABC News. That's Nhlamulo Ndhlela. He is the MK party spokesperson, giving us an insight there when it comes to their members that will be sworn in on Tuesday in the National Assembly, and at the same time maintaining their court action against the IEC, saying that they are still of the belief that the 2024 national elections were rigged.